Having the right camera is a necessity when starting or trying to grow a YouTube channel. And depending on the type of YouTuber you are, there are different cameras that can be a perfect match for you, a lot of which might be more affordable than you think. In this video, we break down the top 5 cameras for YouTube on the market this year based on price versus performance and situations they'll be used in. So whether you're looking for the best camera for vlogging or just want the best camera for YouTube possible, we'll have an option for you. So if you're interested in finding out which camera for YouTube will be best for you, stay tuned. All the links to find the best prices on all the products mentioned in this video will be in the description below. The products mentioned in this video are in no exact order, so be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. First up, the Sony ZV-1, our pick for best camera for vlogging. The Sony ZV-1 offers everything a YouTuber needs in an easy-to-manage, compact package that's easy to use on the go. Sony's real-time tracking and real-time eye autofocus systems will keep your subject in focus as you move around, while the lens and large 1-inch sensor produce clear, crisp images that will make your videos look great. The Sony ZV-1 is closely related to the best-selling Sony RX100 Mark V, but has been redesigned for YouTubers. Along with the Canon G7X Mark III that we'll take a look at later in the video, it's one of the few compact cameras that's been designed primarily for video and specifically with vloggers in mind. New features include a side-hinged 3-inch articulating touchscreen that doesn't prevent you from adding accessories that would have been blocked by a conventional tilting screen. It also flips around 180 degrees to face forwards, making it easier to shoot vlogs for YouTube and to frame the shot without needing someone else behind the camera. The ZV-1 can shoot 4K up to 30 frames per second and 1080p up to 120 frames per second. It has a 1-inch 20.1 megapixel sensor and a Zeiss 24 to 70mm equivalent lens. But because it's fixed, it's not interchangeable. But that makes the camera more compact and portable because, when the camera isn't in use, the lens retracts into itself. The real-time eye autofocus works pretty flawlessly, and there's both optical and electronic image stabilization that lets you capture smooth, handheld shots. If your YouTube content involves showing products or other items on camera, the ZV-1's product showcase setting will quickly shift focus from your face to any object placed in front of the camera and eliminates focus hunting. You can also get some nice bokeh background effects easily by simply switching the background bokeh on. If you're a YouTuber on the go who wants to start vlogging, this is the perfect camera for you. It's easy to use, produces good video and audio, and takes the guesswork out of which lens to use, letting you focus on producing great content. Next up, the Panasonic GH5 Mark II, our pick for best overall camera for YouTube. If you're a YouTube content creator who's looking to take their first steps towards more serious video production, the Panasonic GH5 Mark II is the perfect camera for you. It doesn't have the same portability that makes the ZV-1 perfect for vlogging, but offers better video quality that's perfect for filming yourself in your home or just talking to a camera. And this camera's video quality and ease of use has firmly established itself as one of the new go-to models for demanding content creators. The GH5 Mark II is compact, lightweight, and simple to use, whether you're shooting in your studio or out in the field, and delivers great value for the money. It's got serious video chops and is built to last. You could shoot everything from 4K video to buttery smooth slow-motion Full HD clips, and footage looks superb with minimal post-production editing required. The shape of the camera fits well in your hands, and all the main controls are situated within easy reach of your fingers or thumbs. Dials give quick access to a wide range of shooting modes, including 4 user-customizable configurations. There's a full-size HDMI output, mic and headphone jacks, a dedicated remote, 2 SD card slots, and a USB Type-C port that's capable of recharging the battery and supplying power, which is particularly useful for the camera's live streaming feature. The 3-inch touchscreen has an extremely flexible tilt and swivel design, allowing it to flip around the side to face fully forward, which is essential for vlogging and live streaming. The camera's live streaming setup uses standard protocols, so it can be used on a variety of platforms, including YouTube and Facebook, and you can get a live stream up and running quickly with your home Wi-Fi or a mobile hotspot. If you're looking for a compact, easy-to-use 4K video camera for serious content creation, the Panasonic GH5 Mark II is a perfect camera for YouTube. Next up, the Canon M50 Mark II, our pick for best YouTube camera for most people. The Canon EOS M50 Mark II is a compact and easy-to-use mirrorless camera that comes in at an attractive price point and delivers solid image quality and features that are geared toward content creators. It doesn't have the same video quality as the GH5 Mark II, but at less than half the price for comparable video quality, it's our go-to recommendation for someone starting a YouTube channel in 2022. The M50 Mark II has a well-built body with a small compact form factor that makes it an excellent traveling companion. You'll get a fully articulating LCD touchscreen, and all the controls you need are available via the touchscreen, including touch and drag focusing or through the rear buttons. Like the Panasonic GH5 Mark II, the M50 Mark II is basically the same as its predecessor, with some added benefits that have great significance to YouTube content creators that include eye detect autofocus, the ability to shoot vertical videos for social media platforms, and the ability to live stream to YouTube directly from the camera. It also features a new video recording button available on the touchscreen, and a movie self-timer that gives you between 2 to 10 seconds to prepare yourself before the camera starts to record. Capture 4K video at 25 frames per second or 4K time-lapse recording that lets you extract stills for your video thumbnails. But when shooting in 4K, you'll have to deal with a heavy 1.56 times crop that increases when you enable image stabilization. The image quality isn't as good as the Panasonic GH5 Mark II or the Canon 90D, although they all shoot in 4K. But if you save the money on the camera and invest in good lighting equipment with the difference, you'll end up with a better image overall. For content creators, Canon has added the ability to stream directly to YouTube and its vertical video recording capabilities that are favored by social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok, and makes it easier for content creators to upload to their preferred site. If you're a new YouTuber or someone who wants one of the best cameras for YouTube, the Canon EOS M50 Mark II's feature set is ideal for social media platforms and is a great choice, and is the best camera for most people getting into YouTube. If you're interested in updated pricing on any of the items mentioned in this video, be sure to check out the links below. Prices update on these products almost daily with sales and general price drops, so if you want to find the most updated information, check the description. If you find this video helpful, please help out the channel by giving this video a like, and tell us which product caught your eye in the comments below. Next up, the Canon PowerShot G7X Mark III, our pick for best beginner YouTube camera. The Canon PowerShot G7X Mark III is a great choice for beginners and offers some useful features for YouTube content creators. With a 20.1 megapixel 1-inch CMOS sensor combined with a Digic 8 image processor, this camera delivers impressive image quality. The 2x optical zoom lens has optical image stabilization and is the 35mm equivalent to a 35mm 24 to 100mm lens, and can shoot 4K video at 30 frames per second or at 30 or 120 frames per second in full HD. To make vlogging easier, a 3-inch LCD touchscreen is in place that can flip 180 degrees to monitor the video as you stream. Overall, the PowerShot G7X Mark III has plenty going for it, and its spec sheet is sound and it handles well, proving it's capable of speedy operation and fast focus. The camera quality isn't perfect and isn't as good as the other options we've mentioned on our list, but at a cheaper price point, with a compact design and built-in lens, it makes up for it with a very easy-to-use, user-friendly design, perfect for beginners. Plus, the camera quality is still quite good for the price point. To capture audio, built-in stereo microphones do a decent job, good enough for vlogging for sure, but a 3.5mm mic jack will let you connect an external mic for better audio quality. Small but very useful touches, like the built-in electronic level, is extremely helpful for setting up your shot, and an electronic ND filter and built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth let you pair up your smartphone or tablet using Canon's Camera Connect app to easily tweak settings like shutter speed, ISO, or even remotely change the focus without having to touch the camera. The Canon PowerShot G7X Mark III is a compact, affordable camera and is a very good choice for beginner content creators. You'll get good image quality and a very easy-to-use camera that you could set to auto and forget it. Finally, the Canon 90D, our pick for best DSLR camera for YouTube. The Canon 90D has plenty to offer YouTube content creators. You'll be able to record uncropped 4K 30 frames per second or 1080p 120 frames per second footage, get easier vlogging with its flip-forward screen, and compatibility with a large selection of EF and EFS native lenses. It's been the previous go-to camera for some very big YouTubers like David Dobrik, Casey Neistat, and many others. Because it's a DSLR, the EOS 90D has a body that's a bit chunkier than the other cameras we've looked at, but this additional area is smoothly contoured, and its grippy textured surfaces give your hands and fingers more surface area and overall leverage. So despite its larger size, this camera is more comfortable to carry around one-handed than many mirrorless cameras half its size. The 32.5 megapixel sensor combines high resolution with high frame rates and is assisted by a 45-point autofocus system and good buffer capacity. But there's more to what makes this a great camera for YouTube. It also shoots 4K video using the full width of the sensor, so there's no cropping. And you won't get an instant crop factor when you switch to 4K video mode either. And when you switch to live view, there's no autofocus disadvantage from slow autofocus. You can also shoot video in 1080p Full HD at up to 60 frames per second, or 720p at 60 frames per second. It's also one of the few good DSLRs with a flip touchscreen. The touchscreen is fully articulating with a side pivot, and gives you a lot more flexibility for vertical shooting and provides excellent responsiveness. If you're looking for a DSLR for YouTube content creation, the Canon 90D is a perfect camera for you. You'll get a good balance between ergonomics, resolution, and general performance, and the uncropped 4K video capture and some of the best video quality you can find at this price point. It's easy enough to use for a beginner, but powerful enough that a high-end professional can use this to make top-quality YouTube videos. If you guys like this video or this video helped you, please give the video a like. Links to all the products mentioned are in the description below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to keep up to date on the latest and greatest in tech. Till next time, I'll see you guys later.